Hello students, today I am going to start Unit 4 Against All Odds from English course book. The theme of unit includes such stories where the characters achieve or does such things in which they were not likely to get succeed, as they have to face lots of problems in doing so. The very first section we will start under this theme is 3 Days to See by Helen Keller. She had turned totally blind, deaf and dumb after a serious illness when she was only 19 months old. She took courage and bravely faced the odds of life under the loving care and able guidance of her teacher, Mrs. Annie Sullivan. She learned to read, write and even speak. Totally blind, she still read far more books than most people who could see. She even wrote 11 books herself. She was totally deaf, but then also she enjoyed music far more than the people who could hear. Students, we all think that the worst thing in the world is to become blind. Yet, Helen Keller's story shows that we can not only come to terms with our disabilities, but also overcome them and become truly successful. Now, let's start the section 1, 3 Days to See. Students, 3 Days to See is an extract from Helen Keller's autobiography. In this, the narrator, who is blind, she wrote her feelings in a very interesting way, how she would like to spend the 3 days with her eyesight if ever she get this chance to see. Let's start the reading. I have often thought it would be a blessing if each human being was stricken blind and deaf for a few days at some time during his early adult life. Darkness would make him more appreciative of sight. Silence would teach him the joys of sound. In this para, the writer says that it would be a blessing if everyone was struck blind and deaf once in their lifetime. It would make people to appreciate, to value the joys of life, which we usually use to for granted. The darkness would make us understand the importance of sight, and silence would tell the joy of sound. Means राइटर कहती हैं कि हमें मीन्स किसी भी इंसान को एक बार उसकी लाइफ में एक बार ब्लाइंड एंड दिस मीन्स सेंस ऑफ हियरिंग डेफ होना चाहिए सो दैट कि वो उसकी वैल्यू करेंगे. जब आप डार्क में रहोगे तो आपको लगेगा मुझे कुछ दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है, देन यू विल वैल्यू योर साइटनेस. मीन्स आप जब उजाले पे आओगे तो आप मतलब बहुत खुशी लगेगा आपको. वैसे ही जब आपको कुछ सुनाई नहीं देता फिर अचानक से आप जो भी आवाजें सुनोगे तो आपको बहुत खुश होंगे आप उससे, सो दैट कि आप अपने इन सेंसेस को ज्यादा वैल्यू करेंगे. लेट्स कंटिन्यू विद द रीडिंग. I, who cannot see, find hundreds of things to interest me through mere touch. I feel the delicate symmetry of a leaf. I pass my hands lovingly about the smooth skin of a silver birch or the rough shaggy bark of a pine. In spring, I touch the branches of trees hopefully in search of a bud, the first sign of awakening nature after her winter's sleep. Students, though the writer was blind, she discovers many things of interest through her simple touch. She feels the shape and size of leaves, the smooth skin of a birch tree, the rough and rugged bark of pine tree, and the soft and tender buds in spring. And she used to feel, when she used to touch and feel that the tender birds, soft birds are present on the branch, she came to know that now it is the arrival of spring season after the winter. Next, occasionally I am very fortunate. Fortunate means she used to feel very lucky. I place my hand gently on a small tree and feel the happy quiver of a bird in full song. Quiver means that vibration, shaking, okay. At times my heart cries out with the longing to see all these things. Longing means wishes. If I can get so much pleasure from mere touch, how much more beauty must be revealed by sight. And I have imagined what I should most like to see if I were given the use of my eyes say for just 3 days. And this para, narrator says sometimes she used to feel very lucky when she get a chance to feel the vibrations of the bird's song. And sometimes she felt very sad by the thought that if simple touch makes me feel so good, so happy, then how beautiful it will be. So the narrator, she imagines what she would do if she had the chance to see for 3 days. I should divide the period into 3 parts. On the first day, I should want to see the people whose kindness and companionship means the friendly nature, behavior or relationship, have made my life worth living. I do not know what it is to see into the heart of a friend through that window of the soul, the eye. I can only see through my fingertips the outline of a face. I can detect laughter, sorrow, and many other obvious emotions. I know my friends from the feel of their faces. So here in this para, she says what she want to do on the first day. She want to see the faces of those people who helped her and supported her and made her life valuable. She wants to this as she know her friends only by touching their faces. She felt all their expressions, laughter and sorrow only by touching. So she want to see their faces now. Helen Keller refers eyes as the window of soul, as she expresses as the eyes expresses the inner feelings of a person and enables one to find the real friend. Next, the next day I should arise with the dawn. Dawn means with the rising sun, and see the thrilling miracle by which night is transformed into day. I should behold the magnificent panorama of light with which the sun awakens the sleeping earth. This day I should devote to a hasty glimpse. Hasty means the fast look of the world, past and present. I should want to see the pageant of men's progress. Pageant means the different incidents, events related to the men's progress. And so I should go to the museum. So on the second day, she would rise very early in the morning and would like to see the miracle of coming of the day from night. Next, she would like to see the world of present and past by observing the different events related to the men's progress. She also wants to visit the museum to see the beauty of the past, where she will be able to see many canvases having the pictures of early men and animals in their natural environment, and that will show how man's progress takes place. There she will also find the dead bodies of such animals which were present in earlier days, like dinosaur, mastodons, the large elephant, etc. Okay, by looking all this, she can have gained the knowledge regarding the past of the world. There my eyes would see the condensed history of the earth, animals and the races of men pictured in their native environment, gigantic carcasses of dinosaurs. I told you the dead bodies carcasses, and mastodons, the large elephant that roamed the earth before man appeared, and with his tiny stature and powerful brain to conquer the animal kingdom. Means on the second day she will visit to the museum to learn about the history also. Okay. Next, the following morning I should again greet means welcome the dawn, anxious to discover new delights, new revelations of beauty. Today, this third day, I shall spend in the workaday world amid the haunts of men going about the business of life. The city becomes my destination. On the third day, she will again start by welcoming the beautiful dawn and ready to have new experiences. She wants to see the ordinary life of people in the world. So she went to visit the city. Next. First, I stand at a busy corner merely looking at people, trying by sight of them to understand something of their daily lives. I see smiles and I am happy. I see serious determination and I am proud. I see suffering and I am compassionate. Here in this para she says, the narrator says that she will go to the busy city and she will stand at a corner and observe the people moving with different expressions. Like when she saw a smile, she felt very happy. When she saw expression of determination doing the work, she felt proud. And when she saw suffering, she saw that some people are sick and illness and all, na? She saw suffering, so she felt sympathy for them. By observing all these expressions, she felt herself and make herself as a part of common people. At midnight, permanent night would close on me again. Naturally, in those 3 short days, I should not have seen all I wanted to see. Only when darkness had again descended upon me should I realize how much I had left unseen. In this para, narrator is very sad, as 3rd day comes to its end and she realizes that 3 days are too short to explore the world. Now, when it is the time of permanent night, means she is comparing blindness to the darkness of night that has no morning. She says, much are left to see. Next para. I who am blind can give one hint to those who can see. Use your eyes as if tomorrow you would be stricken blind, and the same method can be applied to your other senses. Hear the music of voice, the song of a bird, the mighty strains of an orchestra, as if you would be stricken deaf tomorrow. Touch each object as if tomorrow your tactile, that is touch sense, would fail. Smell the perfume of flowers, taste with relish, relish means enjoy. Each morsel means a piece of food. Every piece of food you should eat with enjoy, completely enjoyment, okay? As if tomorrow you could never smell and taste again. Make the most of every sense. Glory in all the facets of pleasure and beauty, which the world reveals to you through the several means of contact, which nature provides. But of all the senses, I am sure that sight must be the most delightful. At last, the narrator asks the readers to experience the 5 senses as if there were no tomorrow, as she believes that people without any kind of handicap fail to appreciate the importance of 5 senses. Obviously, due to their busy life, they take the senses for granted, and as a result, the beauty of the world is also lost to them. They forget to value the gifts they have. What all are the 5 senses, students? Feel, hear, see, smell, taste. All these are the different senses, which means one should use all these senses to focus on the truly beautiful things in life. With this, I end up here, and I hope you all will take inspiration from Helen Keller's story and give more attention and value to all the beautiful things that our senses allow us to experience in this world.